Okay guys, this is Nkgrafix. So today we're going to learn how to make a Valentine flyer. So let's quickly go to our preset details. So and this I'll use 2000. Let me confirm. I'll use 2480, and the height I will use 3508, resolution 300, and every other thing is set. Then I can name it Valentine flyer. Then I'll click OK. Now the next thing we're going to do is to prepare our background. So let me go to where I stored my personal backgrounds for this particular design. Okay, so these are the backgrounds we're going to use in working. Now let's take a look at the previous job. So gradient, okay, this is the color I use. First thing I should save it new. Okay, good. So let's go to gradient first, or wait. Okay, the background, you make it white background. Good. Now to make this white, remember this is our foreground colors. So once you see this, you have to know that the colors is not this is not the original colors. The original colors in Photoshop, like the original, I don't even know what to say, but foreground colors, so it comes with black and white, that is face. So you can actually click there to change that, and you can click on this arrow to switch. Now we have white here because we want to use white background, so you can hold down your Alt key and backspace. Good. The next thing we will do is to go to gradient, just as it's in that other tutorial. Like I already copied it to this part, and I think it's reverse. Okay, I will come to that. So let's say what we do. Oh, mistake. What is that? Okay, the first color there is white. You can copy this code and the second is red. This is the code. So good. Now let's go. Okay, let's see, reverse. Alright, let's check out compare. Okay, I think we're getting it. Now the next thing we'll do is to bring in a love background. So yes, let's get to that. Let me close this works. Don't want to work on it now. Okay, yeah, so let's bring in a background. Now this is going to be our first picture. Click it and drag. Everything is in the resource folder, so you get it there. Okay, so let's take a look at what we did here. It's been long I did this anyways. So I had to use brush to overlay them 42%. Okay, first put it in overlay, then make the opacity 42%, 43. Yeah, then we now use brush to brush out this part. Once you mask it, let's go back, you have to mask it click on the brush. You can use B on the keyboard to activate the brush tool. So this black here in the foreground means to conceal, that is to hide this part. So if I start painting, it hides. But if it's in white, if I paint, it reveals. So black black hides and white reveals. So let's switch black and blend this place, clean it out small. Okay, great. Now after that we had love shapes. You can bring in that one later anyways. So another thing we did, this particular love heart you see here, we are going to bring it inside the design now. So let's go to where we save it. Now this is the picture. I already selected the background out, so I'll just, it's like PNG now, that is transparent, so I can resize it to the size I want, a little bit. And don't forget to centralize it to know if your image or object is centralized on your design. You have to make sure it's on the move tool, then you press Ctrl A to select all, or you come to select and all. Good. Now to know if it's centralized, you have to click on this. Once you click it, now it was already centralized. So let's move on. Ctrl D to deselect. How big? Okay, not too big in that one. Let's reduce it. Yeah, like this. Okay, take it up small. Good. Now the next thing we're going to do, as you can see, we have light popping out. It's not magic so it's actually light effect, the background. So this is what we're going to do next. We do that one very soon. So let's first of all bring in our models. So I had already cropped it on my Photoshop, so you can crop yours. You can get any image you want to use, crop that. I'm just moving in from my other documents, so I'll just place them or position them here. Good. Now to blend them to the background, because that's the first thing to do on the models, I have to blend them with the background. So let's take a look at what we did here. I use hue and saturation and color balance. Okay, a little 16. So we have to come to hue, saturation, then bring down the saturation to 16. Yes. Now let's check it. Okay, color balance 16 to blah 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 blah. Okay, let's go to that one. So let's activate color balance. Okay, we just have to clip mask it here like that. So move a little, this one a little bit. This, yeah. As you can see, the model is matching with the background. So let's take a look at this one. Was 43, 16 to 43, 16 to. Okay, good. So we can go ahead and I forgot to activate this. Yeah, good. So let's go ahead to put them inside one folder. You hold down your control key, click on the first one, click, then control G to put them inside folders, or you click here to group them. Good. So now the next thing we will do is, let's take a look. Okay, we are moving. Okay, so our first light. So let's go and bring in the light effect. Good. So this is the light I'm going to be using throughout. So I'll drag it in, drop it here. So I'm just going to be duplicating and all sort of things. So that's this light. I extended it a bit, so I have to extend, drag it in. Just follow what I'm doing, you learn. Then don't forget that all textures they are bringing to Photoshop, you have to change the blending mode for it to fit properly. So I'm going to use screen for this. So I'm using screen to activate that first light. Now let's take a look at what we did. Okay, then I will come to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and I'll blow it out a little bit. Good, until we do not notice those sparkles. So let's go preview. You see we have some sparkles on it, so we don't want sparkles, so we click OK, and we duplicate to the bottom, Ctrl J, bring it down to this part. Good, very nice. So this other part, this is your love and some other funny things. So I actually brought in the curves. Yes, down. So let's darken it a little bit because it's too bright. Curves, then bend it a little. It's affecting our models. Okay, but it's not bad. Okay, so darken it a little bit. Good. Now we will have to come to, okay, we will have to duplicate the light again. This time around we just have to play around with it, just drag it down, just to make it look enticing, kind of. Come on guys. Okay, just drag it out, push inside. Good. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring in our write-ups. So this is a text effect I use, so you can add any write-up you want, and let's celebrate love. So that is it. And then you can write things. Then if you want to add a final adjustment, for example, you can come to color balance on top of everything. Then you just have to drag and so that it can rhyme, everything will blend together. Good, that's the right word for that. Okay, so you can see we have a little bit of this. Good. Now the text will be here. So let me just move my text to here. I'm going to provide the link to get this text effect, so you will get it, and also how to edit it. So I'm looking for my celebrate love. Let's celebrate. Yes. So I'll move it over to the next stuff and I'll place it. Yakata. Okay. Loading. My Photoshop is loading. Know why? So that is it. Drag it up. Didn't really take time to run this, so I'll just have to increase it a bit if I want. Increase down, and I click OK. So you can add the name of the a club or club, whatever name, church, put it there. Their logo should be here and here, or just here. Then your signature. Are we good to go? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. Thank you and God bless you.
I get up, I get up, can't deny it. I get up, I get up.